And now that you're come to the front door of the sweet shop, and the smells are that much more prominent, and you can see the display cases and the door open, and as you look around, your mouth just begins watering. Each of you just cannot take your eyes. There are cakes that look so rich and moist and tender, cookies that are clearly fresh out of the oven, pies that are fresh baked, and you can just kind of see the little bits of sugar crinkled over the top of the crust. The ices in a cooler in the back, spun sugars. You have not felt this excited by the sight of sweets since you were a child. And as you look around, and your feet are kind of just drawing you all forward, and your mouths kind of open involuntarily, a voice from the back calls out, "And it's free! It's all free!" And the owner of the voice steps forward, and it's a very, very tall, razor thin woman sporting a chef's cap and wearing an apron and with a thick red head of hair. And almost absently, as she's walking, her eyes stay fixed on you, and her hands are just kind of reaching into the cases around and drawing out these treats. Oh, such treats, and offering them to you. They're free. Free from all of you. For all of you, please come take one. Um, who, by the way, is wearing the puppet spectacles? Is that Garrett?
You picked up the spectacles.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, um, you're wearing the spectacles, so you can see from looking at them that although they still smell delicious, these treats have something wrong with them. And as you look, it's almost like you could, like the spectacles are letting you see that there's something rotten at the center of each of these.
Don't eat. They are poison. They're evil. They will hurt you. Do not eat. Do
Yep.
not like he's like grabbing Rafa, tugging on the tail. Do not touch the bad bad.
You
Yeah,
never
So
Felicity
tried
had
the
been
cookie
slightly
theft.
tempted because when in her life has she ever been able to eat, like creme patisserie?
and as you're noticing this, Garrett, the rest of you, again, it's so hard to resist, and your feet have kind of taken you one step closer. And it's not until you've taken that step that you notice a couple of things. One of them is that the baker's proportions are wrong, and her head is at least twice as big as a normal head should be on her shoulders. And her eyes are twice again these giant glassy orbs. And those limbs are impossibly long, and there's definitely more than one elbow in those arms and those feet. And then you're noticing that this movement, this strange, unnatural, scarecrow like movement, then you notice the ground in front of her, just in front of the counter, covered with furrows left by countless fingernails clawing at the ground, trying to keep from being dragged forward. And with that, we will start our combat. All of you, please make a roll against her range defense. And the target number of that is 9. So let me go ahead and put that there for you. And we need sharp checks for all these. Yep, exactly.
I failed mine.
Okay.
Sus.
All right. So Rafa and Garrett, each of you get to choose. Would you like to place yourself first, or would you like to? Sorry, would you like to place yourself on the grid, or would you like to go before the entity?
Um,
Mm, uh,
I think I would like please.
You would like what? I'm sorry.
I think I think I would like to place myself.
Okay, sounds good. Then I'll have Rafa go after. So you tell me where you'd like to go. Perfect, right there and right. And Garrett, what do you want to do?
let me look at what I got here. I would like to also go after it and place myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to place myself on the left flank.
Flank left it is. Okay. Perfect. And you know what? Since all of you have decided to come so close, I don't feel like Felicity should be left out. I'm going to put her right there in front.
Great.
Just
Thanks.
it smells so good.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look. Um, so the owl is going to speak up and kind of say, so the treats, you know you shouldn't eat them. You'll be tempted to eat them. The more you eat, the worse it will get. And and actually what I said with the owl, I'm going to go ahead and just honor this, is that you actually read the rule text of one of the hunter's maneuvers, and I'm going to give you the full text of Sugar Rush. So once per turn, any of you in close can use an immediate action to eat a treat. And if you do, I'll give you a curse token, and that's fine, right? You can have up to 6 curse tokens per hunter. Everyone knew that, right? At the start of your turn, if you have any curse tokens, you'll flip a coin. And if it's tails, you cannot move into ranged or support zones. And if you end your turn in close, you must eat another treat. Now, if you enter support or start your turn there, you can choose to remove one of your curse tokens. Here's what the curse tokens will do as they add up, says Mr. Owl, giving you a lot of very dry mechanical information because that's his job. If you have eaten 1 or 2 treats, you will get an extra maneuver on your turn. If you have eaten 3 or 4 treats, you will get an extra maneuver, and we will start adding 2 to all of your wise rolls. And with 5 or 6, you will get 1 mandatory extra move, +2 to your wise rolls, +2 to your defense rolls, disadvantage on your coin flips, and you won't be able to hold focus tokens.
Okay, so they give you bonuses, but you just can't go to ranged, right?
So the bonus to maneuver is good. +2 to your wise rolls. I know it sounds good, but it's not. That's the
We
same
don't really
thing.
use that in combat so much.
That is true. The wise rolls are what you're going to do to try to prevent from being fed more treats.
Okay.
So the more you lose, the more your wisdom is at a disadvantage, the harder it will be to stop yourself from eating more.
Okay. So, when we are first considering taking one, what is the initial benefit again? Was it +2 to the?
The first one is 1 extra maneuver.
Oh, okay.
It's a sugar. It's a
So
sugar
that's
rush. Yeah. So
okay.
and
It's like second wind and 5e.
yeah, and Garrett knows that there's like some sort of like awful organ meat or bugs or something on the inside. But so Garrett, you are completely immune to the sugar rush ability as long as you're wearing those spectacles. On your turn, if you are in the same space as someone else, you may give them the spectacles and make them immune to the condition.
And we'll see for ourselves what's in it and not be tempted at all.
Just as long as you're wearing. You take off the spectacles, then it's back on. All right. So, it's her turn, and because of the loud organ music, she's already got that 1 threat token on the map. And so, in a blink, she's going to just lurch forward and grab at Felicity with those arms that suddenly just look like they must be 6 feet long each, as they just kind of just fling across the counters and grab at your throat. So Felicity, give me a quick check with a target number of 7, and because there's a threat in your area, you're going to add 2 to that one. So let me set this all up for you, and that will consume the threat. So we'll take that off. All right, should be ready to go. Oof. All right. So, you gain 3 wounds. And unfortunately, that's the first part of the bad news. The second part of the bad news is she is holding you in place. So you are now trapped in place. And what that means is that as long as it's there, you cannot move. But on your turn or any turn that someone is in your zone, they can use an action, pass a strong check, and remove that condition. So kind of pull you out of her grasp. All right, and then she gets a maneuver, and she's just going to look around and just kind of say, "Don't let me keep you from trying these free samples," and just kind of in a blink, her hand is full of a tray with fresh baked cookies, and she waves them. All hunters in close. Who's that? It's all 3 of you. All 3 of you, please check wise. And on a failure, you will eat.
No, it's okay.
Rafa is all in on this. She's like, absolutely, positively, I'm fine. All right.
Well, we all ate
I
them.
told you her stomach was growling.
Yeah. All right. So all 3 of you give yourselves a curse token, which on your character sheet, it's right near the focus thing, I think, if I did it right. And but honestly, that's great news for you because all it really means right now is that you're each going to have an extra maneuver to use on your turns. Um, that is just about the end of her turn, except for placing threat. She is going to place. I think she's figured out that Garrett is reacting to like the spectacles are giving him something. So she's just kind of just like this is like there's no spoiling my secret ingredients. And she's kind of swiveled her head around to give you a baleful look. And with that, it's over to the 3 of you. Who would like to go next?
Well, I can't do anything because I'm in a grasp, so not me.
Well, you can attack. You just can't move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is she holding me with again?
Her hands.
That's convenient.
Oh no.
I would like to get my tiny little knife and stab her in her creepy hand with my tiny little knife.
I can imagine. Okay, give me 1 second. I just suddenly realized that we have got the sweet cellar all messed up here. Why does she have no resolve and no wounds? That can't be right. Give me a second here.
I was noticing that. I thought if they were gonna
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
that's just me being incompetent. So she should have 14 resolve and only 9 wounds. I'll look that up later. All right. Cool. So, as you were.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pinned, but I could still get to my little teeny weeny knife, and I would like to stab her with my teeny weeny knife.
I don't see why you wouldn't. All right. Give it a go.
Okay. So I need to just switch this stat here to quick.
Yes. Yep.
What is the target change?
The target number, so her close defense is 11. So, yeah. So I'll change that for you. You no longer need to add 2 to your roll, so I'll take that away. There you go.
Okay. Flop.
All right. So you move the knife in, but she's just able to kind of like slip that hand out of the way and it just kind of re-grasp you from a different direction. It's like temper.
So I have a
Bad.
question,
Yeah, go for it.
and this is probably a big no, but just in case.
Huh?
I do have a move that says once per round, when you miss with an attack, you may claim a terrain tag.
Yep.
But that would only apply, I guess, if I was free to move somewhere, which I am not.
Does it say that?
No.
Then claim a terrain tag. Which terrain tag
It
would you
says
like to claim?
I would like to claim sheltered and like
Absolutely.
squirm out of her grasp, and just find something to hide under for the moment.
Yeah. So you're still in her grasp.
Oh.
But you've basically kind of like
Hmm.
wormed your way down below the display case, so she can't quite get at you, but she's not letting go of you. So perfect. Okay, now you do have another action. You can use that to try to break free if you want to make a strong check, or you can do something else. Excuse me.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to break free. It's really all I can do.
Okay, sounds good. All right, go ahead and give me a strong check.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I need to be resetting these things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want to, you can. Otherwise, I can do it for you. But it's totally up to you.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to be like
Oh yeah,
making the
yeah,
targets and stuff be.
yeah. So this one you just have to roll under your stat. So the target number
Okay,
on this one is
doesn't.
yeah. Any success will do it.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, just couldn't quite get out of the way.
No.
So you are a very wee little rat, and she
Mm-hmm.
is just those nails kind of sink in. She's like, well, bad children don't get seconds. And her eyes get a little wide, and those teeth just bearing from behind those lips. It kind of looks like that awful Soundgarden video. Anyway,
Yeah, I get another move, don't I? I attacked and then I tried to break free.
oh, that was the breaking free is a maneuver. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
If you wanted, oh, you do get another one because you have three. You have an extra maneuver for
Yeah.
sure. For sure you do.
Can I try to break free again?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. Uh,
Compelled by the power of sugar.
no.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey.
man. You know what? You're gonna need a little more sugar. Would you like to? You can use an immediate action to eat another treat on your turn if you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Narratively interesting if I eat
Yeah.
one.
Perfect. All right. So reaching out, just grab one of those cookies. Give yourself a second curse token, and she's just like, "Oh, they're so good, aren't they?" But her fingers are just kind of clutching and trying to draw you closer and closer.
Okay. So now I can try one more time to break free?
Let's see. So you did an
Or
attack,
should I do,
and you
or should I
did.
wait till it's my other turn?
Uh, yeah, because so you did one attack and then two maneuvers trying to break free.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah.
And then
So
I
you're
ate this thing.
yeah
So now
yeah.
I'll have
That.
four things I can do next time. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, the way that it works, when you have two curses, you're still just in the one extra maneuver.
Okay.
And so you'll stay with one extra maneuver all the way up until you have five curses. At that point, it's an extra maneuver and a compulsory move that you must
Okay.
use.
Great. Okay.
It's
I'm
gonna
sure
be
that's fine.
it's yeah, I don't see any problem with it. So all right, who's let's see. So does she have an interrupt she wants to use? She might because there's all that threat out there. Let me see. Okay, yeah, she's gonna look over at Garrett, and she's like you take those horrible spectacles off, and she just quick as it takes to talk about it, her hand reaches behind her, and she just grabs a a bun from a pile, reading yesterday's buns, and just wings it right at your face. So let's go ahead and burn a threat from that zone. Uh, Garrett, give me a quick check with a target number of 11. Oof. All right. So it is 3 wounds for you, sir. And unfortunately, a little bit of the frosting from the bun gets into your mouth. So give yourself a second curse code token as well. And now it's over to you guys. Whoever would like to go next.
You want to go or do you want me to go?
You can retaliate if you want since she hit you.
Alright. I'm at the kind of sad you did that fat token. I was really looking forward to that. It's okay. So, I will first maneuver I will use is to give myself a focus,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm instantly gonna turn around and use that focus
Mm-hmm.
because I really want to hit this thing, and I want to hit it really hard,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
so we're just gonna.
All right. You hitting
All right,
with
I guess okay. So you only take one resolve.
well, your attacks don't go with strong, correct? Your attacks go with quick with the spear and hard with the armor,
What? Wait,
right?
that's Oh no, two. Okay, that. Oh, it does the. I, did
Y-
did I get?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
you said strong. So good news, you get to completely redo all of that. Let's clear off that
I,
little thing. That never happened. So
I, is that a change? Because I could have sworn last time it was strong for the spear, but okay.
uh possibly, but let's
And
find out.
that
Yeah.
it is what it is. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
I, wait. Okay, so
So
that is still to resolve.
two resolve damage. You have absolutely got her. So what does that look like to take her resolve down to 12?
Mm. I imagine, considering like the whole baker thing, she just got some nice little feats around her and everything, and he just to mess up her resolve, he just starts destroying some of the baker goods.
Yeah, so her nicely stacked up little plate of cookies. You just start like
Yeah.
messing it around, and her mouth falls open. And she's like, oh, "No!" and she's very flummoxed. So,
Um.
right. And then you got one more maneuver because you're on sugar.
Alright.
Oh, actually, you are immune to sugar rush, so you don't have to, but you can. There's no reason for you not to, I guess.
Yeah. Hmm. So I'm actually going to use his uh immediate reaction, or imminent action on reach, and I am actually going to pick up those nasty little threat tokens off the board. I don't like any of them.
You got to be kidding
Um,
me. Oh my god.
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do that because that's an immediate action.
Yeah.
I don't think,
Are you gonna
and
clear
then
all
yeah,
three of them, or?
I'm gonna clear off three because if you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but
Hmm.
the immediate action doesn't match with the third action I have,
No,
correct?
you're exactly right. Yeah. So it's just three resolve. Take the three resolve, you monster.
And then I will go ahead and remove two of those.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said three. Okay. So got it.
Oh
Okay.
no
So.
no no, that's what I mean. He'll take up three,
Uh huh.
he'll take all three, and then I'll use the guard to recover two of those to still have the one.
Ah, got it. Okay. So take two resolve. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, guess who doesn't have any threat to use on interrupts anymore? It's the
Mm.
sweet seller. So
Yeah.
that's a sad situation. All right. And then I think we're
Yay.
over to Rafa now. Yeah.
I am going to shoot.
Mm,
Um,
yep. How would you like to shoot?
I am going to use solid. Wait, what's it called?
Mm,
A solid shot.
yep. So it's 1-3. All right. Cool. Okay. So you're doing the one resolve. So she's able to duck under it, and it blows off a little bit of her chef's cap. And she's like, "That's my grandmother's cap." And then you get
Um,
two maneuvers.
I am going to
For
use.
any, don't
Oh.
for your healing things, you have to be in support.
Um,
Um,
Because it says right
for
there, performed in support. Oh,
it says an ally in your area restores
oh,
3.
yeah,
uh,
that's your
remake.
special ability. That's the remake.
So
Yeah.
if I'm in support, I get to roll with advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So
Um,
so so you
I
yeah, so you would mark one wound to activate it, and then roll wise, but it's got to be an ally in your area to restore the
So you can
wounds. So,
You can move over to her,
oh yeah, that's right,
and
because you got nothing but maneuvers right now. So yeah.
yeah, so you can move over to her and then do that.
Okay. Man. All right. Yeah. I am going to. Can we move with the sugar rush?
Absolutely, yeah. The only thing, let's see. Oh, I've not been doing the I've not been doing the coin flips. The only thing that Sugar Rush stops you from doing is if you want to move into range as opposed to close. So if you want to get away from the trees, but so starting on the next round, I will have you guys do this. So at the start of each of your turns, you flip a coin, and except for Garrett, Garrett doesn't have to because he's wearing the spectacles. Everyone else, you flip a coin, uh, and you can't move away from close. And if you end your turn in close, you have to eat another treat.
Okay. I am going to use remake
Uh huh.
um and roll for healing Felicity.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's a wise roll for you. Just making it go under your stat.
I
Oof. All right. Nothing for a reroll. And what? And so on a failure, you still
they restore one.
one wound. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. So Felicity gets a wound back. Nicely done. Would you like to eat a treat?
That will give me an extra move next turn.
You're going to keep that the one extra maneuver until you know what. Actually, this is the way I've written it. Right. So when you have two, you get one extra maneuver, and then I've said with three or four, you get an extra maneuver and plus two to wise rolls. So here's the question, right? So if we say that this is a cumulative effect, which I haven't really decided yet, then it would mean that with three treats on board, you'll have two extra maneuvers every turn.
But
And
I will be less effective at healing.
you'll be less effective at healing. And what it means is once you've got five treats on board, then your wise rolls are going to be plus four, which is going to be pretty harsh.
I've only eaten one,
Correct.
so I think I will try the second one just in case.
All right. Num, 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 num. Perfect.
And you've already used all of your moves right now?
She did
Yes.
one attack. She moved to your area, and
And
then
then she healed
she
me.
and she
Okay,
healed you. Yep.
cool.
Perfect. Okay.
Alrighty.
Perfect. And then she's got another treat on board, and that is, I believe, the end of the round, and it's back over to the sweet cellar. All right. Let's see. What's she gonna do? Um, she's already got Felicity, so she might just try to. She's gonna go for Felicity again, and
I
because
figured that. She
yeah,
tries to
bec-
smash me into the ground. It's a running theme.
because you've got the curse on you, it's going to be a little harder to get out of the way. So here's what she's going to do: she's going to consume one of your curses, so take down your curse back down to one, and now she's going to have you check quick with a target number of 8 instead of 7, and it won't be so bad if you get a standard success. It'll be worse if you get a wound. So, fortunately, you're very quick. Got it. You take nothing. She is not able to get her hands on you, and you can see her eyebrows kind of knit together into a horrible little unibrow, and she's frustrated. But you know what? It's okay for her to be frustrated because she's awful and evil. Let's see.
I just realized that I could have been rolling with advantage on my shotgun this entire time.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
today we learned. Okay.
okay. I just okay. So go real quick. I'm reading my paper here, and I where it, the reason we were wrong. Your attack was wrong from close instead of
Ah, that's right. That's right. Yep. My bad.
No, I'm over here. I'm like, I got 12 with strong
That
arm over
that explains a
here.
lot. All right. Okay. So the sweet seller is kind of hears this comment that you're having with the local game master, and she stamps her foot and it just says, "Pay attention to me." And as if in response, um, an enormous vat of molten sugar behind her in the kitchen begins to boil over with a roar and spatters the rear and flank areas with hot molten sugar. So, Garrett, um, give me a strong check with a target number of 10. All right. It's a success, which you might think is good news. The success is unfortunately 5 resolve.
Sir.
You have to move like hell to get out of the way of this stuff. And it takes a lot out of you. And just kind of the stinging sweet smell of the sugar just kind of crackling all around you just kind of stuns you a little bit. Making sure I did that right. Yep, that is exactly right. So, um,
Well,
all right, that's
I can check on that would make me,
yeah.
but I have a ready, which is my armor degree.
And JP, we can barely hear you. I can. You're coming in a little bit through Bood's microphone, but
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself.
okay.
Okay, that's my. Now, okay, what I was saying was, luckily that would break, that would use up all my resolve, but I have a thing here. If you become broken, I can extend ready and not become broken. Is that what I'm reading right?
Let me see here.
It's under armor, be ready.
Let's see. If you become broken, you can. Oh, if you become broken, then you're not ready. So essentially, that will take away
Oh,
your ready. So you're ready because you're using metal armor. You can use that to reduce wound damage you suffer by 1.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind. Okay,
yeah.
I was
So
just,
it was a beautiful dream, but unfortunately
yeah, I was hoping.
the dream has died. So it is the end of her turn. She's going to put 3 more threat on the grid. She's going to go ahead and put one here and one here and one here, and it's back over to you guys. Who would like to go next?
Is it Felicity's turn?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was muted. I think it's generally me going after the
Okay,
MNT.
go for it.
So that I understand, she does not have her hands on me technically, but I'm pinned. I'm like trapped under a display case.
So she's kind of like she's holding on to you, and somehow
Okay.
she's so again mechanically the fiction is you're trapped until you manage to break free, but you're also in cover. So essentially, any further damage she does to you will be reduced by your cover.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's a little bit weird being trapped and in
So,
cover, but here we are.
well, maybe with my front legs, I'm holding on to something under the display case, and she can't yank me out,
Perfect. I love it.
even though she wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, So again, I'm gonna try to just stab the hand. That's, I guess, I'm picturing it like her hand is around my middle,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I'm gonna stab at that hand with my knife.
oh. Before you do me a favor and flip a coin.
Where is that on here?
It's a little thing right above the die rolling thing that says coin flip. Just click on that.
Oh,
It's heads. Congratulations. You are not going to be compelled to eat more treats this turn.
good. I did not want to do that.
Yeah. And also, if you would
Okay,
like, you can move out of close. Well, if you could move, which you can.
right. Okay. But maybe I will break free, and then we will remember that I have the ability.
Sure.
Okay. So is was her target, like, her close defense was 11, right?
Her close defense is 11, correct.
No, I can't change that. Does it matter?
Let's see. So, Felicity, target number is 11. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
You're attacking with your knife.
Knife.
All right. The
Okay.
knife.
But
Beautiful.
just a regular.
All right. So she's taking the resolve. And does the knife inflict bleeding on just resolve damage, or
Let me see.
I'm double checking? Yeah.
No.
I think
It's
no.
when you inflict. Yeah, no. When you inflict a wound with a knife,
Yeah, yeah,
then they
yeah.
begin bleeding.
All right. So, not bleeding yet. Reserves the right to bleed later. So, okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Let's see.
And 2 maneuvers.
I would like to try to break free.
All right. Sounds good. It'll be a strong check. Oh, here, I'll ask. Well, let's see. I guess I was going to say you could use one of your maneuvers to gain a focus token. Then I realized that's exactly the same as just trying to do it twice. So,
Correct.
all right.
And doesn't matter. I'm sort of confused about whether that matters to have the target filled in or not.
Oh, with this check, you only have to
No.
roll under your stat, so any success will
Okay.
do. Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
She is tenacious. This tenacious candy store person. I
Mhm.
thought that calling her Candyman would be a little too on the nose. She is not letting you go. She's never going to give you
Okay.
up. So,
They're gonna give
Well,
you up.
at
Never
least
let
I
you
don't
up.
have to eat no more, um, you know, rotten treats.
no,
There's
no.
that. Got
Yeah,
that
yeah,
going
yeah.
for me.
All
Nice.
right. So is she going to use an interrupt? I'm trying to take a look at. Um. Oh, let's see. So, Garrett's broken.
I thought he
Okay.
used something to.
No, he
No,
thought he was
no.
going to,
Oh,
but he can't.
okay.
So here's what's going to happen. You do have a curse. Excellent. Okay, so she's going to consume this threat, and she's going to consume one of your curses. Take yourself back down to 1. And something in the dough that you ate takes a moment to assert itself in your stomach, and you are suddenly racked with an awful stomach cramp. The good news is it is a hard check, and that's your bread and butter. Bad news is it's a target number of 12.
Oh, wrong one. Okay, there we go. And
Oh,
hey!
you're fine. You walk it off. Yeah, you've eaten worse things while you were on duty on the walls. So yeah, it's it ain't no thing. And she gives you a little look, and she's kind of like, huh, made of stronger stuff than I would have guessed.
Mama didn't raid no titty.
Beautiful. All right, so that was Felicity took her turn. She didn't interrupt. Who's next?
Have I been going next?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you guys can do it in whatever order you like. It's really up to you.
You want me to go or you want to go?
I can go.
Okay.
I am going to solid shot.
All right. All right, and you've got ammo left. You reloaded last time, yeah. All right.
And I get to roll with advantage because I remembered this time.
So that's 3 more wounds for her, is it? Okay. So she's down to 6 wounds. Where are you hitting her with your 3 wound solid shot? My God.
I'm trying to aim for the arm that's pinning down Felicity.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm going to say that you got that, and so Felicity, the next time you try to break free, that's going to be I'll give you advantage on that. Rafa, I forgot. Give me a coin flip real quick. Tails. Okay. Tails is not great, so it does mean that at the end of this turn, you're going to need to eat another treat.
Okay.
So, but you have 2 more maneuvers.
I am going to reload.
All right, and that's a free shot on her, I believe.
I missed it.
That's it. There's not a great amount of success with with it, but it feels so good if you can manage to pull it off. Okay, So
Okay, and
reload.
even with the extra maneuver, we can only do one attack, right?
Yes, exactly. And oh, I do need to check one thing though. Let's see. Um, okay, nope, you're good.
Um, let's see. How's Felicity looking?
A little bad, but a little better. I didn't get any more wounds last time, so I'm still at the 2 after you healed me.
Okay. Has my wise went worse yet?
Let's see. Nope, you're at 2. Your wise isn't going to get worse until you're at 5 treats.
Okay. Um, let's see. What can I do over here? Um, I've already reloaded. Um, I think that I am just going to gain focus.
All right. Focus it is. And then the end of your turn, you are going to eat a treat. And
Yes,
that gets you to 3, does it?
it does.
Hmm. Okay. There's a reason I asked that, which is that
Uh-huh.
3 curse unlocks an extra interrupt. So she's going to actually consume all of that curse from you. Go ahead and mark yourself down to 0 curse. And she is triggering a hard sugar crash. So with a twist of her hand in the air, she she points at you, and suddenly it's like there's this spike of pain in your head, and you look up blindly, and for a second you're surrounded by people who are just trying to keep you from having one more treat. Why won't they let you? Why won't they let you have just one more? And you lash out, and you're going to lash out at Garrett. Garrett, I need you to make a defense for your a wise check because she is trying to use the book to hit you.
Oh
Can I
no.
use my pinwheel?
You absolutely can.
Because I don't. I know Rafa doesn't really want to hurt him, so I'm just. I mean,
Perfect. Yep.
although I
Yeah.
am under. I am under a display case, so am I like just tugging, like pushing the end of the pinwheel, like
I'm just
just
that's
trying to
it's
get it.
delightful. This little blue toy just kind of poking up over the edge of this display case, going Wzzz, and and Rafa's just like, oh, so Garrett, give me 2 wise checks, and you just have to roll under your stat. There, or you don't need to roll again because yeah, critical success. Um, yeah, you look at her and it's like Rafa, it's me. Hey,
Bad Rafa. Down Rafa. Bad.
You
and
No
tried
void
to
treats for you. No void treats for you.
and
you tried to squish me.
I have to sit on you.
oh well, that's all that threat used for nothing. Oh well, that's what it's like in the life of a horrible cursed entity from inside a sick pocket dimension. Um, cool. All right, so I think we're so Felicity went, and then that was Rafa. So is it Garrett?
It is good.
All right,
Let's go.
what you got? First of all, flip a coin.
Uh,
Flip a coin before anything else.
do I have to?
Oh, you don't because you have the freaking
Yes.
spectacles. You're immune.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
The beautiful spectacles. I don't have to worry
yeah,
about
yeah.
such terrible
Why
things.
did I even make this relic? My God.
because because my rolls are bad enough as is.
You
that
felt
is
this about
that is
everything.
fair.
Uh, so I will. We're going to start off with the first thing I'm going to do.
Hmm.
Is use the guard action so I can get a couple of resolve back just because.
Yep.
Um, and then You know what? Why not just go ahead and gain myself a focus token just so I can instantly use it? Let's see, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's
Exactly.
so.
All right. All right, and that's a spear shot. That's a good spear shot. All right. So you're doing
Yes,
three more wounds. Three more wounds. That's like half her wounds. Where do you hit her?
I'm gonna hit her in the easiest place to hit her, that dome.
Oh,
I'm gonna give her a new. I'm gonna give her a very nice smile to go with the ugly face.
oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So carves a channel of ruin just right across one of those cheeks, and you can kind of see inside behind those horrible sharp teeth is a second set of horrible sharp teeth that are absolutely not human. But she snarls and makes noises that are certainly not language, and her eyes are fixed on you, and they're fixed with hatred. Um, and that was your attack and both things,
Yep.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. What is she going to do? All right. Because she is still holding Felicity, it seems. Geez, let's see. Yeah, she is not going to let go. She is going to do her damnedest to take you out. So Felicity, um, test quick for me with a target number of 8.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we're going to have to consume all of this threat as part of that. And that's going to add 6 to your roll. So give me a second here to move this out of the way. We're going to say Felicity gets a +6. All right, see what happens.
So is that making it harder for me to succeed?
Yeah, since you're trying to roll under your stat, basically this changes the die from like a 1 to 20 to a 7 to 27. So the range for failure is bigger. The range for success is smaller. Yeah. Okay. So you are taking 4 wounds.
I am dead.
All right. So you're not dead yet. You are at 0. So anyone on their turn, when it comes around to the turn, can use the guard action to revive you and bring you back to life. And that's kind of your once per fight. You have that option to do that. So, but okay. So she is. So but yeah, she smiles broadly, and you can see the second set of teeth behind her ruined cheek are just kind of gnawing and clashing as she starts reaching across, hoping to grab you and to pull you forward. Um, Meanwhile, she gets one maneuver. What do we have here? She's already used up all these curse tokens from you, so she can't do her super overpowered healing ability. What? Shh, don't worry. Um, she's going to offer up more free samples. So, Garrett and Rafa, each of you please test wise. And on a failure, you're going to take an extra curse token. All right, Rafa's just like, absolutely, I'm having more cookies. So, all right. All right.
Apparently, we just really want these worm-filled cookies.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, yeah. So, okay. So, Rafa gets a curse and Garrett gets a curse. At the end of her turn, she's going to put 3 more threat onto the table. We got 1. We got a 2. Sorry, this trapped token, by the way, that's gone. You're not trapped anymore. That's
Because
a
she
good.
let go of me once I was dead.
It's basically, yeah. She's no longer grasping you quite as hard.
Yeah.
So
I mean, why would you?
why
Except
would
when
you
you're dead.
exactly? All right.
Wasting your energy.
So back to the top of the order. Rafa or Garrett. Remember, Rafa, if you go, you can revive Felicity with a guard maneuver.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that first.
All right. So Felicity, you now have 1 wound,
Woo.
And then Rafa, you get and because you have a curse token, she's actually done you a solid by making you eat that. Um, yeah, you get an attack and an extra maneuver.
All right. I'm gonna take my chance and hope that I can give her the last 3 wounds now.
All right, you want to gain focus and try it?
That gives me advantage, right?
Yeah. Oh, you already get
I
advantage
already
because you're.
have. Okay, yeah, I already have advantage.
Never mind. I withdraw my my awful suggestion. So okay. So let's see. So that's sharp. Target number for close is 11. Let me go ahead and change that. It's done. All right. Go for it. Roll twice. Oh my God! You don't even need a second roll. What
Yay!
does it what does it look like when you take this horrible, horrible, hungry creature out of this world?
um, so this is slightly gruesome, but she's made me eat a bunch of worms, so I'm just gonna put the gun right in her mouth and shoot.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
eat these bullets.
absolutely. Yep. And and as you enter and she just kind of falls, you can see that her whole body just kind of just disintegrates into this pile and of and as the skin falls away, you can see that underneath the skin is just big piles of wet dough and
Okay.
mixed up with bugs and fingernails and bones and just it's just a big freaking mess. But as she sinks to the ground, then suddenly, just like immediately, all of you are kind of the spell is kind of broken. You look around, and just everyone starts retching at once. And
Yep.
so let's go ahead and do the honors. Everyone, give yourself back full resolve, full wounds. Clear off those nasty curse tokens. You're never going to need them again. Um,
Mhm.
and then let's take a look at the baptism and which of your weapons are you going to reward with something special?
I only took 1 wound, and it was one I gave myself to heal somebody, and I took no resolve damage.
Excellent, excellent. You are living the dream. All right, all right. Who wants to give us a little baptism story?
I think after this experience, Felicity realizes that what she really needs to be better at is getting away from these things. So he's gonna. Do we literally put our weapons in like some blood? Is that what's happening?
It's up to each of you. Like whatever the
Okay.
process is and however it looks, I'm here for it. So you just tell me.
I think I'm just gonna like stab my tiny knife into like a little tiny piece of dough and absorb something from it and get the dodge ability.
Mm. Oh, it's dodge o'clock. God damn it. Okay. What does the knife say as as it drinks in this awful blood?
He said, "What does the knife say when it drinks in the
Oh,
blood?"
sorry. Oh, it's tunnel vision. Give me a second, cause
Oh yeah.
yes, we've grown. We're getting so much stronger. They've took us for granted. They've thought us lesser. But soon, my lovely, we will show them what we are truly capable
Mm, that is creepy and I love it.
of. I figured at this point we have absorbed enough that we've moved from the frantic dreams to
Hmm.
more of a maniacal. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. All right. Who else wants to tell a little baptism story?
Um, so I will open up my book, and instead of the straw, because this one is absolutely so gross, we don't want to touch it or go near it. We are going to just absorb the power that is emanating from there with as little contact as possible, which forms a leash since we are trying to stay away from it. And that leash is what we will use to do 1 resolve damage anytime a entity uses an interrupt ability.
No, I love interruptibilities.
I know.
Why would you do? Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Uh,
Or when an ally gets repositioned. So
okay, I'm sure I have it coming, but it still feels you wound me. You wound me. Okay. Oh, jeez, Louise. All
Mm,
right, and then Garrett,
and
what do you? Oh,
the
sorry, go ahead.
book says yes, when you know things about a creature, you can control it. Knowledge is power.
The stuffed owl says that is exactly correct.
I want to take this owl with me everywhere.
The owl's pretty
So
great.
so Garrett, like, kind of the opposite of Oppo, who's like, ew, I don't want to touch it. Garrett kind of just walks up like to the center of it and starts to allow the armor to absorb from its surroundings and start to feed it, as it will take the uh resolute ability.
Ooh, okay. And what does the resolute ability do?
Once per turn, when you miss an attack, you may become ready as an immediate action.
Very nice. All right. So everyone's got their stuff marked up.
Well, I
Double.
don't appear to be able to choose dodge myself.
Oh. So okay. So to do it, there's a little drop down to the left of it, and a little down arrow. Click on that, and then set it to
Unlock.
unlocked. Yeah, there
Okay.
we go. We got there.
Okay.
So cool beans. All right. So as you guys kind of finish this baptism up, you realize that as we've been doing this, that off in the back of the tent near that vat of sugar that had boiled over, a little fire had actually started, and it's fine. It's burned out by now, but it's essentially kind of burned off a little bit of canvas in the back of the tent. And as you peek through, you realize that this is giving you the ability to see into a new area of the carnival, kind of the behind the scenes a little bit. And as you peek through, I'm going to go to the map of the Forever Fair and just kind of unlock a little more of it. You can see a little bit of the backstage area, and the owl kind of points forward with one wing and just says, "Onward and inward." And this is a perfect spot for us to break for the evening. But if you want, we can keep going. I have no deeds to do and no promises to keep. So it's up to you guys.
Well, I'm still here, but I am a little tired. I don't
Okay.
know how long there.
Ah, I'm trying to decide. Uh, Cause the gamer in me says keep going, but also I have a long drive to make in the morning, and it's gonna
Oh,
be a very long day.
then tell you what. Why don't we stop for the night and we'll take a look at schedules and we'll figure out what comes next. And thank you guys
Okay.
for trying.